Hello there guys, Amenojaku here with day 41. Today was a fun day. A day it could be like a bit better. I almost injured myself, but I'm already treating that, so let's hop into explaining what happened today. So today I ended up like literally getting out of bed at 12. Getting out of bed. Did sleep and just roll. So I ended up like staying a bit longer in bed as usual, and yeah. After that I ended up taking my black coffee, and around 13:05 driving to the gym. I ended up training today a good 1 hour and 40 minutes, so that will be 100 minutes. I would like to say I burned only 150 calories as always. Today I won't be able to put the activity, mainly like my job, 600, so it's gonna be like minus that. And I end up like finishing training at around 15:20. So that is, yeah, a good 2 hours actually. I mean, I end up like starting the training at 25. Should do that as well. So I would like to say just 100 minutes of training. Let's say here. Let's say actually at what time I was at home. So I was at home at 16:20 or 15, and home went to get some water, some stuff for my wife and daughter, and forgetting the age, a daughter. There you go, daughter. Yeah. First thing that I ended up doing, wait up. Yeah. So first thing that I ended up doing as soon as I came home from training and shopping, I went straight into a protein shake of 25 grams, just with water. And after that, at 16:30, my first meal. So my meal was 5 eggs, with bacon, bacon. Pork. What's this one? Like that was like around 40 grams. I think this is. No, this is not. Let me down Aldi. Smoked back bacon, 100 grams. Is it 215? Yeah, this is the one. So this is 40 grams. And Aldi bacon small ones to cut, chopped. Yeah, there you go. And this one, the chopped was 70 grams. Good. So this, and the broccoli. 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 Frozen, cooked from frozen. There you go. And I end up like 150. So this was like basically my first meal, and after that my next meal was basically at 21:30. Meal 2. And meal 2 was chicken wings. Ended up grilling a bit. Chicken wings grilled. Nah, I ended up like doing myself. How the heck can I like be able to put that? Chicken wings, flame grilled. Don't know what exactly is that. KFC chicken wings, like KFC. I don't know. Because they're like, no. Chicken wings, whatever, bro. This is fucking bullshit right now. I end up like 331 minus 80, it was 251. And a burger, a homemade burger. I end up making everything, so I end up doing 6 12s. 12 was 100. Let me think a bit. 500 divided by 12 pieces. So I have 42 grams of that. 42 grams of that, and also like I end up using 8 eggs. 50, it's 400 divided by 12 should be 33. So that being said, I will go into eggs again, and this time I will put like smaller eggs, the small ones, 2 of them, and also quark. There we go, 42 grams. Because I end up making today again cloud bread from the 2 eggs and quark plus some cheese. So I end up like just a pinch of cheese. Will be cheese, just mild cottage cheese now. I need to check what's the name of the cheese that I end up like taking. Cook chop. There you go. Adam slices. Chop. Adam. Slices. Adam. Slice. What? Oh man. So good. What the heck, dude? No, I don't get it, but whatever. This will be like 15 grams. And I end up putting also cheese. Cheese, I'll just go with for 50 grams and to putting on the oh yeah, I need to put that as well with Snickers. Was like ground beef and pork 160. So yeah, this is basically everything what I end like eating. So chicken wings, yeah. So my composition of the cloud bread was eggs and quark. I ended up doing that mix. Oh yeah, holy. Let me do calculator. 200 divided by 12. Okay, 17 grams of almonds. I ended up putting also some, how many grams I ended up saying? 17 now, calculator. 200 divided by 12. Yeah, 17. So yeah, today was definitely a very high. So this is like the whole composition of my cloud bread. It was eggs, quark, chopped Edam slices like cheese, or that is chopped very small, and I ended up like getting a 200 pack of almonds, and I literally crush that and make it like how should I put this, like wheat, and I end up putting that into the composition as well, so the cloud bread is gonna be a bit stronger and a bit more puffier. Some of them end up like being way puffier simply because I felt like maybe the almond flour that I end up getting from the almonds, from the raw almonds, um, I think it didn't like end up like dividing correct, you know, into the whole composition. I had like a few of them, maybe with more almond inside, and that's basically the reason why some of them they were like very strong, very how should I put those, like figs, you know, they were like no like, you know, I don't know like how to say this. Anyways, at the end of the day, they were like very good, and by the looks of it, I can use them very easy and make them for burgers. And I think the next time when I'm gonna like do this, I'm gonna pick also some round, you know, metal things that you can use to like give form and something like that, and I'll put there the composition for the cloud bread, so it's gonna be like a bit more thicker, you know. It's not gonna be like that small, because when you're putting without no hold, you know, no I don't know, like if you don't have like something to, you know, have that everything in place, it's just gonna go, it's gonna divide a bit more, and it's the bread, the slices, they will be like way bigger. And because the composition is kind of like expanding and growing, it's not gonna be like, you know, a small one and a very thick one, you know, a very, let's say, around 2 centimeters. You know, it's not gonna be like that puffy and a bit stronger, more like a normal bread. It's just gonna be like smaller one, but it was like still good. I felt that the almonds ended up like doing a bit of job, but the flour, I mean, I would like to buy myself almond flour, but the almond flour is about like 16 euros. I think that is not even a kilogram, and I'm like, I can buy so much meat with that, it's just crazy. So I'll just pass for now, mainly. And I will add at the end of the day Coca-Cola Zero, bro. I ended up drinking one bottle today. I was like, I mean, you know, since I'm like dieting like crazy, I think I kinda can go for something like this from time to time. It's not gonna kill me. It's not kicking me out of keto, which is very good. Done for today at 22. Fun day for sure. I mean, I almost like injured myself. I feel like I'm not injured right now, but I'm close to being injured. And mainly I ended up training neck, and once again I ended up pumping, and at one point I had once again a nerve, or let's say also maybe a part of the muscle on the right side. I had that a couple of times. It happened to me. It's so fucking hard, that part there is like a cramp, and I ended up taking care of right away. I straight jumped into like getting, I have something anti-inflammatory, and also I drank a medicine, a tiny thing that is also against inflammatory and against pain. So for sure, the injury right now doesn't feel like an injury. I feel that it's kind of bothering me, but I can move my head from left to right. You know, everything is good. I have just a small pinch in my neck, but you know, it's something that I can live with it. And tomorrow, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna take a break. Holy, nah, I'm gonna take a break tomorrow as well from training. Maybe I'll do something home. I don't know. I'll see. I'll definitely let you know, guys, tomorrow what's gonna happen. For sure, today I end up like hitting a bit more calories simply because of my meal right now at the end of the day. I'm sure that I'm like, you know, some extras. I'll just write that down. So it's not closed. For sure, I will add at the total kcal a plus 150 calories, because I ended up getting a few things that I could not like calculate accurate. what? Accurate. Okay, accurate. There you go. I could not calculate that accurate, and I have like no clue for sure. The things that I end up adding are like things like muster. Is this like not written correct or what? Muster is what? Whatever. Ketchup and some mayo. Mayonnaise, or how the heck, there you go. I'll just add, you know, the total, some mayonnaise, some mustard, some ketchup. I know the ketchup has also a small amount of carbohydrates, but I'm definitely sure that I didn't end up exceeding the 14, the 20. I did not end up like exceeding the 20 grams of carbohydrates today for sure. I feel very good. I felt like after eating today, like my meal too, I was like, I got like, I don't know, something happened with my body. I could like flex and everything was like so freaking strong. I don't know, it was like my body is telling me, oh thank God we ended up eating for the secondary time today. I know I ended up like waiting a decent amount of time for my secondary meal. At first I was not hungry, and unfortunately at around oh, hello, how is it going? Are you trying a keto diet? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your question. And yes, I am doing this is my day 11 actually on keto, and I can tell you that I end up losing, since I'm on keto diet. Let's see here. Wait up. Let's see. Here's the beginning of the kit. Now Monday is here. Okay, so 89. So this is basically the week where I end up starting my keto. There you go. On the 9th. So I had 90.2 and started keto in this week. Like last week I ended up starting, and in a week I end up, I don't know if it's because of the keto, for sure not, but this week I can definitely say is because of keto. I'm not gonna say how much I end up losing this week because it's just crazy, at least for me, and I feel very good. Brain functioning is way better. I can analyze a couple of things way better. I can hold sometimes inside a couple of things that I'm like maybe do not agree with, you know, something like that. Yeah, for sure. Right now, like last week 90 kilos, and in a week like I lost around 700 grams. And I'm pretty damn sure by Monday it's gonna be like a crazy hit again, because for sure my body already it changed. I'm messing my ketone levels every single day. I had days where I'm like at max, and I have days where I'm in the middle, but I didn't had a day below the middle. So I have some keto sticks where, you know, you have the indication how much ketones you have in your body, and yeah, for sure this diet for me, I'm also combining it with fasting, so I'm not eating a lot, you know. I mean, I do eat maybe a lot at one time, like into a meal, but it is food that is not like, you know, making me full right ahead, you know, like for example, um, something that's gonna like make you full, although it's like a small amount, like spinach. I mean, you can eat a lot for sure because of the low calories and everything, but that's gonna make you full after, you know, 200 grams of spinach is already like a small amount when you cook it. At the end of the day, you're gonna be like full. So I'm trying to eat as much meat, although I end up doing very high research, and unfortunately it is not so welcomed, you know, the fat from actually overall fat and protein is not so okay-ish in high amounts from you know, animals. They are saying it should be like from other sources, but to be honest with you, I ended up like doing a research as well. um, what exactly you should go for. I mean, I'm eating trout as well, so that's definitely a very good source of omega 3s, you know, fats, very good fats, protein, but at the end of the day, you know, not good from animals and so on. So you should switch and maybe stick with fish. I'm like, I can do that for sure because I love going and fishing for trout, and basically I have a freezer full of them. So if I'm gonna like do like just 1 month, it's gonna be like maybe a month, yeah, full of fish. Let's put it like that. I'll have easily, I think, every single day a 200 gram, you know, fish. Like for example, in this day I end up eating the sea, the salmon trout. A very nice. Let me read this. Let me find a way to put this. Jesus Christ! Like, it's so fun. Thank you so much for dropping by, man, and asking questions. Jesus Christ! Like, it's so fun. Let me. Man. This is like so small. Read. Okay, so. You don't find the recording of calories tedious? I personally wasn't able to do that. It was too much to think about. Well, to be honest with you, I know that at the beginning, the first day was like a pain in the ass, and I really mean it. It was a big pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, if you do this once or twice, you know, and you kind of repeat what you're eating, is gonna be like very easy to use. Okay, for sure, sometimes there are things that I'm not finding and it's gonna be like hard to fucking find, but at the same time you can find something similar to that and just put it inside. At the end of the day, let me tell you one thing: this is not very important to be 100% accurate. Okay, so your total calories intake is not, it must not be like, you know, to the you know, last fucking calorie. You don't need that, but it's good to have a decent idea of what exactly you end up eating, you know, because hey, at the end of the day, I'm pretty damn sure, like for example, this is true here, okay, but this is not true anymore. I know that the bacon chop that I'm like using, it has per 75 grams 160 calories, you know. This is why, for example, I'm not like killing myself right now in trying to put literally every single calorie in. I'm just putting something close to it to have an idea. Okay, like today I end up eating less, yesterday I end up eating more, something like that, you know. You don't need to. And to be honest, I end up putting this start day one you know. So that was like back in August 10th, and you see, I didn't end up like completing it because I was like, okay, what the heck am I doing here? You know, a friend also of mine here on Twitch ended up suggesting, hey, you should use like chronometer. It's very easy to, you know, track your what exactly you're eating. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. But the first day was like just a terror. But you see, the secondary day, it worked. I ended up putting decent information, decent how exactly I ended up cooking and what exactly I ended up doing. This is the secondary day, and after that it was like just easy to use. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I ended up like learning it very fast, for sure. So yeah, I'm definitely in a fasting. I should add that as well. Okay, fun day for sure. Into fasting till tomorrow. Also, I need to add here that I end up training on fasting. Start training fasted. So I end up fasting for a decent amount of hours today. So let's see how many. So let's say at 10, and I went to train at around 13. So 10, that's a good 15 hours fast, which is, I mean, since I end up like implementing, because you know I started with a normal diet at the beginning. I was tracking my calories, and I was like working on my calories intake per day. I didn't end up counting proteins, the macros. They were like not so important. Okay, for sure you need to, you know, keep that in mind. You have your protein, you know, that's very important every single day. It should be there. But I didn't like, you know, do a lot of math during the day. I just ended up eating, I knew like a couple of things. Okay, that has 24 grams of protein, that has 16, that has blah blah blah, and the shake has that, you know. Everything is kinda okay. Do you time restricted feeding at all? It gave me an entire different perspective, my relationship with food and hunger. You mean if I'm like eating at the same time every single day, or because what exactly I notice in my body right now, there is no hunger anymore. There is for sure like just a small impulse that my body is kind of weakening, you know. It's like it's about time to fucking give something to it to work even better, you know. I kind of have that feeling that I feel a bit, you know, not in a very good mood. I feel like okay, I should like maybe start eating. But for example, after my first meal, you know, like for example today it's gonna be like the best example. I end up eating at 16:30. Okay, let's not lie, maybe the first thing that I ended up doing after arriving home, it was my protein shake, and after that I ended up like eating. As you give yourself a feeding window, typically 8 hours window, you don't eat food. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing that, but I'm not restricting myself into I'm not giving myself that specific time between 1 and 9. You know what I mean? So in a 24 hours, for example, it's not gonna be like okay, every single day between 1 a.m. and 9 a.m. I feel I am allowed to eat. It's not like that. Why is not like that, and why am I not doing it like that? Is simple because my job is giving me on 12 o'clock. I have my break or at 12:30 or at 13, you know, and depends on what type of hour I start my first meal. From there on, I am allowed, or I'm like putting a a timer. I am allowed to eat until 21, but not more. And today I end up like literally not waking up, but kind of waking up at 12. I end up doing a fasting since yesterday. No, so yesterday I start let's say 22, and it's until 12. It was already like a decent amount of time, more than 12 hours, 13 hours. Then I went to train, and at 16. So every single day kind of differs a bit, but yeah, for sure, when I start my first meal, from there on I have a ticking clock that's gonna be like either 7 hours or 8 hours where I am allowed to get my food in. Why at me, for example, I cannot do this a bit better is simply because I'm working from 7 until 17, so that's around 10 hours if I'm not mistaking myself right now, and I have only one break. And this is why I'm doing a fasting, and around 12, 12:30 or 13, I will take my first meal, and from there on is gonna go like into 7 hours. Depends how my day goes. If I'm like taking let's say I'm done with my job at around 14, I go direct to train, and I come around maybe 17 at home. So for sure my secondary meal is gonna be like way faster there. But if I have a normal day where I am gonna like work 10 hours, I'm gonna be done with the work at 17. I'm gonna go train. I'll be home at around 19:30. And for sure that's the time when I'm going like straight jump into making my protein shake, and after that going direct into my meal too. What type of training are you doing? Good question again. Thank you so much, man, for dropping by. Very happy. It's day 41 for me, and I didn't had like so much action into the chat, to be honest. Thank you so much and welcome once again. So you want to know how I started, or you want to know where I am right now and what I do right now? Because this is what I'm doing right now. It's two different things. Again, I changed a bit. Changing is always good, but depends also what exactly you're changing. So yeah, looking forward to see your question, because this, I mean I can explain everything, but I want to know what exactly you want to know. This is gonna be like way easier for me to give you an answer. But yeah, I started slow, and I'm not overkilling myself right now with very high weights. I did that when I was younger, and fuck that shit. That's not the correct thing. Both stories would be insightful to hear. Feel free to decide what you want to share. Well, I'm to be honest with you, it's Sunday already, so I don't care. I'll sleep again till at 1, and tomorrow I'll take a break from training for sure as well. It's gonna be like my secondary day, so I'm gonna explain everything to you. No problem, my man. To be honest, when I started this, I didn't train for 5 years. Why I ended up starting this? I ended up starting this with one goal in my head, and that goal was definitely, it was definitely the main reason. Let's put it like that. The main reason why I started this was me having more energy for my family. I was sick and tired of me coming from fucking work, and I was like just dropping dead. I couldn't move. If I started eating something, I was like, that was like game over. I just couldn't do nothing. I didn't feel good. I was like unhappy. I know I have a lot of stress. I know I have a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I need to be there for my family and to support them, and I needed to do something. So I started, and I started this time a bit smarter than the last times when I did this, and it was asking myself what I want to do, what do I want to achieve, what are my goals, what am I what do I want to go through to achieve also those goals. And I ended up starting slow. I ended up starting at the beginning to learn again, to give my muscles and my body again the signal that they should know again, every single move, the correct moves, to not injure myself. I need to be very careful before even like starting something, to warm up correct. Injuries is gonna they are just gonna fucking like kill you, and not kill you, they're gonna like put you on a bench for a week or two, depends on. I already had one. It was on my inner leg, between the legs. I don't know how to explain that correct. I will need to Google the exact muscle tissue that I ended up injuring. So yeah, that ended up like killing me a bit, but I still trained even with that. So I was like, if I'm gonna show you who's the boss here, but for sure that's not the correct thing to do. You need to let that rest and be healthy again as soon as possible. Anyways, I started slow, and even starting slow you can get injured. I started also with a normal diet where I ended up counting my calories, and for sure counting also a decent amount of protein, aka 0.6 grams per kilogram, or even more. Even more is better, if no, at least 0.6 protein per kilogram body weight. And I started with that, and I felt already way better after the first month. And I think in the middle of week 5, I ended up saying to myself, okay, I felt good, my body ended up learning everything again, and what is like my main goal? And my main goal was to get more energy and also lose the body fat, because I was like in a big and a lot of body fat. I think I had like 35% body fat. And I was like, okay, so I know I ended up doing this keto when I was younger. That's gonna be like when I was like 20, 22, 23, something like that. And I started doing that, and I was like so fucking wasted every single day. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna like fucking do that again? Holy, that doesn't look good. And I was like, you know what, wait up. I have now the money, let's say, to feed myself normal. Oh, for sure I don't have the money to feed myself like like some, I mean, I can't, let's put it like that, I cannot eat a fucking 1 kg of chicken breast per day. I just can't. I just can't. Let's put it like that. So 1 1 kilogram of chicken breast for me is gonna like be good close to 1 week. Not 1 week, but at least 4 days for sure. So I ended up thinking, okay, I can do the switch. I was already home for a week, and I was like telling myself, okay, if I start this diet, I do the switch to the keto diet, I need to be fucking home. And that was like just perfect. I was home. I didn't end up like needing to go to work because I got injured, like I said. I needed to go to the doctor, and he ended up prescribing me that I can stay home. So that was like the perfect time for me to say, okay, this is a good timing for my keto start, because I'm gonna be like wasted most of the time at the beginning, because at the beginning, until the switch from using fat for energy, or actually from using the carbohydrates for energy, I needed to put my body into the switch mode. I need now to use body fat or fat for energy instead of like carbohydrates. So I was like, okay, now's the perfect time. Let's hop on this fucking horse. The first 2 days I felt kind of good, but still I very low on energy. And after that it was better and better. I mean, believe it or not, training was fucking awesome. Although I had like less energy, but at the training I'm doing a combo. I don't know if you know it. I'm doing just a small combo, and it's not even a pre-workout. It's just more, it's gonna work with your mindset and how you approach every single training session. And this is like more of it, more or less it's just psychological thing. I'm doing a creatine, beta alanine, and L-citrulline. And I do this combo. I have already all the products just for 2 weeks now, I think. But I started for sure from day one just with the creatine monohydrate. And also, one thing to point out, creatine monohydrate, a lot of people don't know that actually creatine monohydrate doesn't work like in the first 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. The creatine monohydrates kind of ends up like starting working close to a month. And I really still remember the day 26. That was like, I was like doing everything in the training session with extra 5 kg on everything. I was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? And I was like that already, like I got like the side, hey, what up, man? Like this is like perfect time for creatine to kick in, and since then I'm like just going up in weight. I know, like, let's put it like that, where I am sure 100% that I cannot injure myself, and I can put additional 5 kg or 2.5 or whatever, I'm gonna go for it. But if there is a very good risk of me getting injured actually, at that body part or whatsoever, for adding that extra weight, I'm just gonna leave it. Because I rather train and feel my muscle working correct instead of like, getting injured and also fucking doing crazy stuff. It's, at the end of the day, it's not worth trying. And but things like bench press, for example, that's a good strong part at me, where I can go for more by the looks of it every single week. Let's say squats for now, I cannot like kill myself or overdo it, simply because I have also two surgeries. I have inguinal surgery and umbilical surgery. So there are a couple of things that I cannot do. I can go crazy, and I don't want to like fucking kill myself, like I said, by going in training like very, very big weight. Big weight is not needed. Depends your goals. If you want to be like a fucking, I don't know, heavy lifter, yeah. But the question is, first, are you healthy enough to fucking do that? That's the first question. And after that, you're gonna end up saying, okay, hey, I can do it. Like, everything is good. I can do that. But for me, it's way more important. Extra energy, extra endurance, a nice body once again. And for sure, overall, this is, what I'm looking for. I need more energy to have also time after coming from home, after coming home from work, to still be active and be there with my family and have fun and do some activities. My secondary kid is gonna like come every day now. The time is clicking right now. In 9 days is actually the determine where he should be there. And I want to be there for my family and for my kids. And not to mention that I need to be healthy to be able to work so I can sustain my family. and yeah, basically this is the whole story, man. This is the start, and for now I'm looking forward to lose the body fat that I extra have, and slowly maybe to switch again the diet. Yeah, this is what I'm doing right now, and where it started, how it started, and yeah, like I said, right now, main goal is I really want to hit those fatty tissues, and oh, I am sorry, the bot ended up like deleting your message. Can you put that again? Long messages, please refrain sending long. Why the fuck do I have that? Let me read it like this. Are you incorporating any carryovers? Mostly just strength training, cause you mentioned you wanted more energy. I feel like you would get a lot of benefits of HIIT and yeah, I tend to send blocks of text order. It's all good, man. I feel sorry that I have that, and unfortunately I have no clue how to pull that out. So yeah, let's say about HIIT. Yeah, let's talk about HIIT. So to be honest with you, at my start of the training, every single time I do have a very good warm-up, and that contains sometimes like bike riding, and bike riding at 130 watt. I don't know if you know what that means, or heart rate at 170 plus. So that's very high, very intense. Let me know if that's telling you something, because if no, I'm just gonna, but I think you already know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, I have every single day before I start my training, I am doing something very, very intense for 5 minutes, and keep at that rate for the entire 5 minutes. That's gonna burn like around up to 70 calories in 5 minutes. Depends what I'm doing, like I said. So I'm like, if you don't know what that means, like 170 heartbeats, it's like when you're doing like something very, very hard, and you struggle, and your heart is beating, like something like what you end up saying like HIIT. But yeah, that's first. With that, I'm like extra intentionally, like how should I put this, giving my entire body the impulse that everything should start preparing for the next training session. I love starting with that, because I'm already like pumping blood in all my body, not in just one part, for example. And from there on, I jump into, depends what I'm doing in that day. For sure, I end up doing also, I don't know if you heard about the book Super Squats. That's also like an old method, and someone, I can't remember, he wrote a book of it, and basically you need to go with, depends on your body weight. You're gonna go a 65% weight. So if you weigh like 17 kg, you go a 65% from that, or let me give you a straight example. If you weigh 100 kg, you need to go do squats with 65% from your body, so that's gonna be 65 kg for 20 reps, and that's not fun, I'm gonna tell you. You didn't like, and I did that for more than 1 month. Every single day training, it started with a high 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, depends, straight into like a very high intense cardio. Oh, god damn it, man, sorry for that again. For sure you end up like writing a long message. Can you copy that and like paste into again? Sorry for that. Feel so sorry, god man. Yeah, when you're not an expert in those like things where it's I should like, and again, let me check if I can do something. That's annoying me right now. The heck? Yeah, but that's for sure the anti-spam thing. You might not be able to do much. Just try maybe put it a bit smaller. I ended up seeing it for just 1 tiny second and then it went off again. Sounds like you are too intense. Do you use heart rate more? Yeah. Yeah, but hear me out. So at the beginning, I do that 5, 6, 7 minutes, depends how good I feel, because sometimes I am like just fucking wasted after those 5 minutes, and I need to get a good sip of water and then hop into what I want to do. And after that, I end up doing for more than a month super squats. So that means the following things: you go with 65% from your body weight into squats. If you don't, general rule of thumb or not, something is too intense. I mean, you know, I'm not doing that too long, so I think it's good, a very good strong warm-up, giving a strong, you know, impulse to your body. Okay, you know, everything needs to prepare itself because I'm gonna go for it. I will need to check into the freaking thing to change that shit so people can. Yeah, I feel like I said, after that 5 to 6, 7, depends. Maybe I end up like doing also 9 minutes, but it was like the heartbeat was like around 150, 160. I like to put a bit, sometimes a bit more effort into it, because if I go at the same speed that I ended up doing yesterday, and that means I'm like just staying at one point, you know. Your body, and this is very, very, very true, this study, your body with every single training, it gets better and stronger, and the endurance is even higher. So that's why sometimes you need to press a bit more to get into that range where yesterday was way easier to reach, if you know what I mean. And yeah, this is why I try to put this type of thing like simply at the beginning, and at the end I'm doing another one, but I'm gonna tell you what exactly that is. So basically, for more than a month, my program was, this high intense warm up, then another warm up, depends where I started, but I started almost every single day for a month and something with super squats. That meant into 65% of my body weight into squatting, 20 pieces. It didn't matter if you end up using 10 minutes to do the 20 squats, you just don't put the fucking weight down. That's the bottom line. And I'm gonna like tell you, 20 squats, it's just brutal at one point where you put that weight, when you reach that weight, at 65%. Okay, I went very often for less weight, simply because I got also injured, and just to be able to do them, I needed to go lower weight. After the squats, I ended up like going into, believe it or not, I'm very hardcore. I enjoy fucking pain, yeah. And the bottom line is, I need to grow. Unfortunately, I really want to do one at home. I had a few things, but I needed to sell them, simply because I ended up saying to myself, right now is not the perfect time to have the gym at home, and at the same time I didn't have place for it. It was everything like a chaos into my basement, and I needed to sell it, and now I'm into a gym. And I started this whole road like for 5 weeks ago. So I'm training into a gym, and believe it or not, I'm the only guy fucking sweating and guffing at the end of every fucking training session that I have. See fucking, people like just rumbling around and doing nothing, not even sweating, dude. That's so sad. And they look into the mirror, when they train, and it's like just fucking bullshitting, but whatever. Everybody like has some different goals, you know what I mean? I'm there to fucking see something, to see the fucking change. I'm not there to fucking see myself into a mirror, because that piece of shit thing I can do, at home as well. And the thing is also, nobody else sees me. I see just myself. Nobody's gonna end up saying, oh my god, the fuck is he doing? But yeah, everybody is like, I don't have nice clothes. That's also a thing. I don't have nice clothes. I'm like literally wearing every single day my fucking work clothes, and then my training clothes, and they are like not fancy for sure. Yeah, I'm like they're speechless with that one. So I ended up like doing the squats. I went into back rows, and from back rows I go into deadlifting, and from deadlifting I'm going to chest press, and from there on I need to go for a shoulder press, and from there on I'm like starting with the exact muscle group that I want to like put the accent on in that day. I did this for like more than 1 month, and now I changed again a bit my working session and my whole thing. I end up changing into muscle groups, like for example chest with back. For example, today I end up doing shoulders, traps with triceps. I'm changing now. I'm doing random stuff to see how my body reacts to it. I'm not like planning my day like tomorrow. I'm not planning tomorrow from today, I'm not planning what the fuck am I gonna do like tomorrow, because your mind and your body is gonna like be prepared. It's gonna like prepare itself for the training. Mainly you're gonna say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do like back and shoulders or I don't know, back and biceps, or you know, something like that, then your body knows, okay, motherfucker, you want to do that, I'm literally fucking prepared for it, you know. And the problem with that is the impact on your muscles is not gonna be as high as when your body does not know exactly what the fuck you're gonna end up doing, you know. It's like your training. I maybe didn't end up like telling you, I was also, as a kid, I trained into judo and wrestler, and I did that for 8 years, so you can imagine what exactly am I talking about. When I went to training, I was like not sure what the fuck is gonna happen, and the coach ended up saying that we do, that we do, that we do, you know. Oh my god, okay, I need to fucking like, okay, be ready for this or something like that. But this is also what you're basically trying to not do. Let your body know what exactly you're gonna end up doing tomorrow, because it's gonna prepare for that. But, okay, you can do also this. You're gonna tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna do tomorrow back, and you're gonna like think that you're doing back, but all of a sudden, because the gym is full, you know, and everybody is like kind of fucking doing back day, and you see people like, you know, hey man, how many sets you still have? Can I do one? You know, I'm doing back as well today. I'm like, fuck myself, man. I can't go for back today. I'm gonna like go for something else, and you know that's also gonna impact then. How long are your sessions? Trying to use most use of, exactly. That's something that I'm still working on, because when I'm working 10 hours a day, for example, I'm done with work at 17 and I go to gym, I really need to come out of the gym around 19 something, at top 19 something, so I have time to do something at home, or just spend time with my wife and with my daughter. Um, and yeah, I'm under pressure. But when I'm not under pressure, you know, I'm gonna go for a bit longer, and I'm gonna give you a good example. Today I ended up training for more than 100 minutes, but I ended up putting just 100 minutes. Friday I ended up working, and I trained 1 hour and a half. So today I will say I ended up training with at least 10-20 minutes more. A normal day at work will be not this one, will be this one. I end up, oh no, not even this one, Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So normal day at work will be this way. 17 done at work, and I end up training for 80 minutes, and I was home at 7. So yeah, around an hour and something, very high intense workout for sure. High intense workouts every single day, because you know I want to like reach my goals. If I don't want to like reach nothing, then it's no point of me doing it, you know. But my I am very strong psychological right now, and because of that I can process and see things a bit different, although I'm like still under stress, but I don't feel like I am under stress right now. I'm a bit, I feel way better from every single point of view. I try to overcome everything with the power of mind right now, if we can talk about that, or if that is a thing. And actually that is a thing. And yeah, I didn't end up like telling you, but I'm gonna tell you now, until maybe you have another question. Feel free, for sure, if you have another question, feel free to put it here. um, what I wanted to tell you is also, almost, I think maybe in total like 5 days max from since I started again, I didn't had this at the end of my training. So at the end of my training, I do core planks. I do a lot of planks, a lot of randomish abdominal moves, to strengthen my core, and also, to have this nice core at the end of the day when you don't have a lot of fat. You're gonna have nice, nice body. Let's say everything is gonna be shown. You're gonna be like just, what the heck? I don't have internet. You must be fucking kidding me right now. Okay. What's the problem? There. Music blocked. Yeah, I'm trying as well also at the end of when I don't have power anymore and energy anymore to hit also my core. And for that I do use a lot of planks. I do those like how should I put this? You're into a plank and you do like squats, but you're lowering your elbows on the floor, and then your other one, and then you go up again just from the move of your elbows and something like that. Yeah, but I'm like, at the end of the training, when I don't have that much energy anymore, that's also something like a hit what I'm doing with this whole, planks and, those movements that I'm doing. It's like I'm not giving that much rest to my body between the every single move that I'm doing. And sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, at the beginning, dude, my core was like, I'm fucking burning, I swear to God. It was burning. At the beginning, I could not do those, planks where you drop your elbows on the ground, and then you're on a plank, sitting on your elbows, and then you come up again, without helping yourself with knees or something like that. Couldn't do that at all, and now I'm like doing 15 sets of of that, and then hold the plank, and then after holding the plank I'm doing again a few of them, try hold the plank again, and then I feel that I can't hold it and I give up. I fell on the floor. I take 15-20 seconds, I go do another move, another maybe lateral plank, and then again hold, and then maybe some burpees, some some squat jumps or something like that. I'm like doing also very like a hit, close to a hit, or maybe a hit again exactly at the end, and that sometimes burns like hell. Every single time when I have, before going into something, I go into a mind muscle connection, and that's basically I focus a lot on my first rep, that I hit that mind muscle connection, and I try to work actually on that mind muscle connection every single set that I do. So let's say I'm jumping into a chest workout, I'm like doing the I don't know, like bench press. So I'm gonna go like at the beginning lightweight and lightweight for me right now I start with 60 kg if that's lightweight. But okay, before that I do a hard warm-up every single time, and then I start with 60 kg and I do 10 perfect repetitions where I do the whole movement, and I feel, and I know that I'm also working my chest. I don't want to, you know, feel everything. Like for example, like triceps. Okay, if you are not a close grip, then you will never feel your triceps. But still, exactly, 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 exactly. That's the correct thing. Actually, since I ended up starting again this road from fat to fit, I I worked a lot on mind muscle connection because this is gonna like sorry. This is one of the most, if not the most important thing while you're training. And today we're talking about this, and this is like a perfect example that I can give you again. So today I ended up working. At the beginning I started with a nice warm-up, and I went into lateral how should I put, raises for shoulders. Okay, and near me, like just 2 feet near me, was another colleague into the gym. Let's call it a colleague, and he was doing the same thing. And straight ahead, like not even after like 2 minutes, I ended up seeing him was like doing. He was just lifting, you know. He was just lifting. He was like not there. He was just lifting. And after the first exercises, he ended up like dumbbell presses for shoulders with the dumbbells, shoulder press. And after that, he ended up going into for the traps, the under the chin raise up bar, if you know that one, for the traps. And for that one, he ended up using the Larry Scott, and he ended up putting a decent weight. I mean, for him, it was a decent weight. But the problem was for him, he didn't do that correct. He was like, I don't know, like, dude, like, every single time when he pulled that up, I felt like he was jumping or something like that, you know? He was struggling to literally help himself to be able to pull that up, if you know what I mean. I can't describe how, I can only show it, you know. Describing is just, you know, very poor form of doing it, you know. And after that, he was still staying there near me, and I ended up doing that. And I ended up doing that with a fucking, you know, straight bar, and I was like not moving. I was like literally focusing on my you know, traps. And my traps, I ended up starting like with low weight and going up with the weight, and at the end of the exercise you could have, I noticed the fucking difference of how pumped I was in my traps, how my traps literally grew in you know, in 10 minutes, you know, because of the bump, the pump that actually happened, the extra blood that went into that muscle, you know. That's muscle and mind connection. You know, you're working legs, then you need to focus on working your fucking legs, not working your, I don't know, helping yourself with, I don't know what exactly, with your biceps or with your triceps or with some other body part. That's just, I just don't understand some people. Talking about shoulders are very, you know, if you're injured, shoulder injury, you're fucked, you're doomed. And not to talk about 2 days ago, I think I saw another one fucking doing some weird shoulder things, you know, with some dumbbells, you know. I was looking at the weight and I was like, dude, that's already for me a lot. Fuck is he doing with it? You know, and he was like swinging them, dude. He was like literally swinging them, not even raising them, swinging. I was like, Jesus Christ. And you know, there are so many doing this, and I really want to like ask them, hey man, are you training right now, you know, shoulders? may I ask you why are you doing that like that? Or I should maybe ask him, hey, may I give you a tip? But I don't know if you want one. It's just, it's just mind blowing. I feel that although on YouTube there are so many good guys and not good guys, let's say champions, man. They are champions and real bodybuilders, real professionals that give you everything, You just need to test, you just need to find what exactly is good for you, what exactly is bad for you. You see them, I want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm gonna get, milk and eggs every day. I'm gonna turn into a beast unless I fucking kill myself, I don't know what to say, man, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely down with you. Like, for example, I see on the internet a lot of motherfuckers, because there is no other way that I can address to them. A lot of pieces of shit who are and were on steroids, And I'm not against steroids, don't get me wrong. It's all nice and good. But why are you showing some bullshit exercises and you're fucking saying that those are your ab rippers, something like the abdominals, a lot of people, just because they look good, they sell so much bullshit. It's unbelievable how fucking scummy some pieces of shit are, man, nowadays. And that bothers me a lot when you see someone, who most likely was on steroids, most likely was competing, and all of a sudden he ended up saying, hey man, I can do like way more money just from fucking doing YouTube videos, not showing my ass or something like that, but I can do a bullshit fucking, training session for your abdominals and everybody's gonna buy it. It's just yeah, I mean, don't worry. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they look good because they end up, using their heads first. They end up doing that. But then, then comes the I want to make money and this is an easy way. Why the fuck should I not do it? I'm down with them. If there are a lot of retarded people, because at this point you cannot say that they are very smart, if there are 10,000 millions of, retarded people that really think that I end up achieving my abs just from doing this bullshit training, what I'm gonna show you right now, then, shame on you, Shay, I got you. And you can't say nothing. It's basically, he's just smart, and some other guys who think that's gonna be like the fucking, living angel or something like that, that's gonna help you, like give you your ab or whatever you feel like getting from the video that you're gonna end up watching. That's up to you to think if that's legit or not legit. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna like go far away, but I remember one story, and I was a kid, okay? So I was like at the beginning with the bodybuilding training and yada yada yada, tralala. And I was back then, I think 19, and I was looking good. I was like ripped simply because I was like a wrestler and a judo fighter. I didn't have a problem with, I need to get rid of or something. So I ended up hearing one story from a friend, and my friend was also a coach. He was like younger than me, but he was a coach. I was like, fuck you, motherfucker, you can't teach me bullshit. The fuck are you trying to do? I mean, you're a coach? What? I was like just making jokes of him, no? And one time he ended up telling me that one guy approached to him and he asked, hey man, like, what are you taking? You know, what are you taking that, because you look good, you know, what exactly are you taking? I want to take that as well, you know. And my retarded friend ended up telling him some like medicine that you can buy from your drugstore that actually is for a headache, you know. He ended up saying like, go buy, or let me give an example, like for example here in Germany you're gonna end up getting, okay, not only with a prescription from your doctor, like ibuprofen, you know, it's for anti-inflammatory if you're, you know, you have something that hurts and something like that, so that's gonna help you with ibuprofen, or I don't know, like there are a lot of them. So he was like literally ended up like fooling that guy, and you know what, he ended up telling me that guy the next day ended up going and he bought that from the drugstore, and after a few days he ended up like meeting again with that guy, and he ended up saying, yeah man, it feels good, I feel already, you know, everything way better and something like that, you know. And this is how crazy and how easy it is to mislead people, and also to maybe make money, you know, sell like bullshit, sell like not the true, you know, the true thing and how you achieved. It's just unbelievable. But you see, I was like 19 back then. He was like even younger, I think 17 or something like that. And dude, now we are in 2020. I'm like with close to 14 years older than back then, and this thing is still doable and people are still doing it, you know. It's just crazy. People still don't learn. And what bothers me the most, you know, you have so many kids into the gyms, and they I don't know if you can call that a fucking workout, but they are between the sets, they fucking play or talk on the phone with someone. You can understand how big the mind and muscle connection is for that guy there. You know, there's like fucking no mind and body and connection. What? Hey, thank you so much for the follow, my man. Thank you so much and welcome once again. But yeah, well, what can you say? It is what it is. Man, thank you once again for dropping by, and I'm also gonna close this stream now because I'm gonna be alone and no more questions. Yeah, thank you so much, and for sure feel free to drop again, and yeah, let's talk about more. I have also some forum posts on, I can give you them, but yeah, take care, and we'll let you know for sure. I'm doing this every single day, mostly close at the same hour, so yeah. Thank you once again, man. Take care. And stay healthy and play smart. Take care, my man. Yeah, this will be pretty much it for today. I feel great. I feel that my overall my overall health has improved for sure. Today I end up maybe taking a bit more, but at the same time I end up taking a decent amount also of protein. Protein also very good. A decent amount of fat to store my glycogen in my muscles. Since I am in a keto right now, 20% fibers, not bad, not bad. Calcium, minerals, looking for zinc, perfect, decent zinc and magnesium. Dude, magnesium, huh? What else does give like a lot of magnesium? I need to check. Still a decent amount. Still a decent amount. Protein, a decent, hell a decent amount. But yeah, anyways, thank you once again guys for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed. I wish you all a nice night. Depends where you live at. I am definitely living the dream. I'm gonna go sleep at 1:30. I did not do this in the past close to 2 months right now, since I am into day 41. But yeah, thank you once again guys. Stay healthy and play smart, and see you guys tomorrow. Amenojaku.